And then these can just go right in the back.
Okay. So here's the wood shop before.
The wood shop has had several floors.
It has. This is after the last time, but this is now we're on to the finishing step. Oh yeah, I got rollers for everybody.
Awesome. Where'd all the old rollers go?
Well, we use them till they break.
Oh, these things?
Yeah,
Okay.
they do wear out eventually.
There's some light.
They either fall apart or they completely seize. Those are pretty much the only two failure modes. Thanks to the IRC, we have 20 gallons of fabulous gray. I touched on this yesterday. I'm going to take you through a little bit more today because we have the advantage of starting with a fresh roller and everything totally by the book, okay? So the first thing I do is make sure that your roller fits. Okay, this is the roller, this is the roller frame. Okay, make sure it seats all the way down. Okay, this one, it's a little bit short, but it doesn't matter. It's certainly been a novel spec, so you just want to have it all the way down on this end. So we're cool, right? All right. Now, this paint was already mixed, so I don't know why you took the top off, because that's just doing it the hard way. So, look, you can see the bail. This part, by the way, the handle is called the bail on the bucket. But you can see it goes that way, and on our lid we have the dot. So we're going to flip this over and put it in line with the bail, so that we're nice and at the halfway point. It wants to spin on here, so that way. Slide up as best we can. Okay, so that's on there, right? So that's on. And you want to make sure it's really most sincerely on, because if it isn't, your day's about to suck bad. 5 gallons of paint takes 500 gallons of water to clean up. So pull this off carefully, don't just snap it off and you'll make a mess. Set it right there. Okay. This is one of those things that thankfully gets easier the more you do it, as far as the emptier the bucket gets. Now you got a liner, you got a tray, and life is golden. Fill it really full for the first, because your roller is going to use a lot of paint. We can just get a little on the floor because the floor is going to get chiseled off anyway, so you don't care. Alright, now this is an empty roller. This is a brand new virgin roller. So you're going to use a lot of paint at first, because a lot of paint is going to go into the roller, not on the wall. So you got to gear up for that. Take your watch off. It's the last thing you do before you start painting. Take your damn watch off. Okay. Now, I'm right-handed, so I hold it on the right side. I'm also going to take my e-cig off and send it over here. Alright, so here's how you load the roller. Start at this end. Now the roller will freely spin, right? It's cool. Watch this. You go in, you don't go all the way to the end, you're just going in a little bit. You pull up a little bit of paint, and you push that down. Now see this? See how it's coming back? It's because it's heavy on one side. So the trick is you're going to push down, lift up, snap back, before that has time to roll back. So it's doing that. Okay? And it's easy to do, but it's really hard to explain without showing somebody what the hell is going on. Okay? If you're doing that, that's loading up your roller. Okay? And you can just roll it right down in there. You want to watch the back edge more than this edge. Okay? Because you're just getting all that paint worked into it. And this is only really the first few minutes of using the roller is when it's going to absorb all this paint. Because you're priming the roller. Okay, so it's way more paint there, and now it's a hell of a lot heavier than it was when you started. And you just start getting that on the wall. Okay. But that's the messiest, nastiest one, and I did that way more than I needed to illustrate the point. Okay, but you just start, and what's happening is you're not just putting paint on the wall, you're loading up the roller at this point too. You're filling all of its little nooks and crannies. fill the cracks, and this is true with a lot of stuff on concrete, when you hit a spot that you can't quite, where like you glide over it and it does that, put the roller up there and just push, and it'll fill it, but then you gotta mop it out.
Okay.
When using a roller, you're gonna spend some time rolling the paint on the wall, and some time pulling paint off of the wall. You can put too much paint on with a roller. In fact, it's not hard to do at all. And you can tell if you have too much paint if the surface looks irregular, if it looks drippy and bubbly, like right here, see how that's nice and smooth? But if I just come along and do that, now I've got too little paint here and too much up here. So you'll get a feel for what looks right and what feels right. And it's just developing that knack. It's not hard to do, it just takes a little mojo. But if you paint the same area too much, you'll actually take paint off. There's a point when you start out, you have 100% of the paint on the brush, 0% on the wall. You can do that to like, I don't know, 50-50, which is where you want to be, I guess. And then you can take that back and work paint back into the brush. You can actually, if you stay with the same spot, you'll pull paint off the wall. You'll never get it back to like, 0 and 100, but you'll have less paint on the wall than you should. Okay, so now you can hear it. Hear that sound? It sounds a little dry. That's where you're starting to get into having a dry roller. But you'd be amazed how much paint is in one roller. See, it's starting to dry out pretty good now. And I've definitely got less than I want. Look at how much wall you can cover with one roller. Made it all the way down to the door. Now this is a lot lighter than that, and this is certainly, you're going to want to come back and do that, right? But, and now look how this looks different. See how it's a lot smaller?
Yep.
It's not the big, thick foot because it's loaded up. It all works on capillary action. So we come back here, and now it's even though, and it's weighted all the way around, so this is a lot easier. So that's all we're doing. You just go down, you just kiss the edge, just enough to push it back an inch, and then you pull it back and you're filling this up. Okay, so now we got a lot of paint in there, we're nice and happy. When we come back, we'll go way down here and just start rolling that up. Chris Boden, can I help you? I'm teaching people how to paint a wall. I'm rolling. That's right, I'm the cinder block pimp, yo. Totally. So yeah, I'm teaching people how to paint a cinder block wall. Give me just a second, I'll call you back, alright? Hello? Give me just a second, I'll call you back, alright? Okay, bye. I don't know about cinder block pimp. I think we'll go with the latex pimp. That's right. So yeah, that's your basic process. Now, here's a couple technique things to know. Outside corners with a roller are the easiest. Outside corners are awesome. Because when you're painting an outside corner, you don't need any kind of tape or anything. Outside is lovely. For this outside corner right here, extend your roller beyond it, whoop, just like that. Another neat little thing to notice, nobody noticed that divot before we started. But the minute you hit it with paint, it jumps out like a sore thumb. The human eye is really, really good at finding inconsistencies in a pattern, which is why walls like this, where everything's random, are great. Like all the bricks are a little different. But when you get into a smooth thing, that, bing, it's right there. So, okay, so that's outside corners, those are easy. Inside corners, you've got the handle side of the frame and the flat side of the frame, the open side. Run the open side right up to the wall. Drive it right in there. Okay. And then go back and do this side. And don't worry about chewing up the first wall. Then you come back in and just kiss it gently. And you're not actually touching the other wall. Now you're going to have some spots where you didn't get on both sides. And this is like the absolute perfect thing to teach us on because it's really irregular. Take the roller like that and then roll out. Okay? And it's perfect. Look at that. It's lovely. It's that easy. That's how you do inside corners. That's how you do outside corners. For edging, I just use this. Okay? Come right up to it. You can get surprisingly close. And the more you can do, in the edging phase, the less the poor bastard behind you with the other brush has to do. So it's just like that. Okay? You can get up here on top, and you've got that line. There's no reason you can't paint that close to that line. You just got to go really slow. Pay attention. You have to pay attention. The minute you get bored and don't pay attention, it goes completely to hell. But you can paint a 1/4 inch off that line. Yeah, 1/4 inch. That's a mile. Ask him. He works in a machine shop. A 1/4 inch is like 10,000 feet in the real world. It's great. So you just paint it up that close, and then later someone will come along with a brush and they'll do that final lap, but that's all they got to do is just that last little 1/4 inch. And when you get really tight on edging, you'll spend more time looking where you were than where you are. Because you're just moving and you're saying, okay, my line's good, and it's just how confident are you in your abilities. To start off with, stay a 1/4 inch off. As you get better, by the time we get to that side of this room, you'll be good enough to do it right on line. So, yeah, there you go. Now go forth and sin no more. Thank you, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, one thing right there.
Okay, cool.
It was there anyway. It was leaking.
This is looking great. You guys are kicking ass. They're starting to get paint on the wall in the wood shop. It's awesome. Max is excited! Excited!
Yeah.
Ah! So, project du jour, while they're painting up there, we're getting ready to paint down here. So, this team of awesome, Max, Alicia, and James. And down here emptying this room. So I hear that Aaron, who was down here and now isn't, and I don't know why, found the GPS unit. White thing that looks like a space capsule?
First I heard of it.
That thing, maybe?
What thing?
So another table, I don't know what it is.
This? No, that's not it. These, under?
I don't know what that thing is.
That's a scale.
Okay.
That belongs in a chemistry lab. Max,
Yeah.
put that in chem lab, please.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Hey, Max, you like bananas?
Not particularly.
You don't like bananas? That's sad. Anybody like bananas?
Yeah.
You like bananas? That's a banana clip.
Nice.
My sister and I got in a fight once because I was like, I need a banana clip. So she brought me this weird thing for her hair.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, no, this is banana jack right there. Right? Look, air variable capacitors. Those are sexy. Adjustable. Ooh. Where's a little? Oh, there's a little roller. You can see it up there. Whoop. These are frequently used in radio frequency stuff. 11409. That might be 11469. I don't know. See, here's a different type. These are just removable plates.
Yeah, it's easier.
All right, in progress.
Here at the Geek Group, we've invented a new fundraising strategy. You can now purchase impressively tiny coins we've compressed using high-energy magnetism. We induce a current pulse of 100,000 amps into a copper wire coiled around a golden dollar, dime, or quarter, producing very powerful opposing magnetic fields that compress a quarter to the diameter of a dime, which you then receive in a lovely commemorative package along with the satisfaction that can only come from helping the Geek Group build our endowment, which in turn will allow us to put membership fees, donations, and sponsorships towards furthering the organization rather than just maintaining it. Carry a lightning bolt in your pocket, available at thegeekgroup.org.
Time is 15 hours. We're just stalking you. We're just hanging with James. What you got there, James?
I have no idea what these
Power
are.
supplies. That's a power supply. It's the source of power.
I have several of them.
Yeah? Well, you're a very powerful man. As you can see, great progress has been made. Here, I'll go over here and take in the whole view. Ah, spider web in the corner. See? That's how we can't have nice things. So here's where we are so far. Room's about 80-90% empty, which is pretty cool. So we'll get this done today, and then I can start with the chiseling of the floor. I'm kind of excited about this. But it's cool, it's real progress. It's a step closer to having a real electronics lab. Let's see how well this works in this room.
He's about to get loud, by the way.
This one definitely takes some getting used to. Really does work, though. take some getting used to, but it works good.
Looks like it's one of those slow-going processes.
Yeah, but what I just did there with the 8-inch one would have taken me 3-4 times as long with the 4-inch or with the 1-inch one. We started out with a 1-inch one. I wish I had a 4-inch one to do a comparison to, because the 8-inch is it feels like it's too much. But it works good. It's just a nightmare to try and control. I think we might have to sharpen it.
Handle. Oh. A bit heavier than I expected. Yeah. Yeah, 3 more of these things come down, so.
Where are they going?
All over there. Trust that handle. Boy, it's tight. Next one's down there by a few. Yep.
That's unhealthy.
Alright, which way are we going? Back. Where we put it?
It's not so hot. Not my own.
Brink, can you get that?
Not my own.
Okay.
I could spray it in the doorway.
Max here, bud.
Help her. Help her.
Help her. We need that table first.
Yep, so go past the door and hold for just a second and they'll have the other table in there in just a moment. Okay? No, not in the room. Yep, wait right there. They're coming, they're coming, they're coming quick! Oh, Max and Alicia are bringing up the back. They're gaining ground. They're moving quick and now they're going to stop and dance a little. No, we're doing just fine.
Oh, look at
Slight impact. They're coming in. She's around the home stretch. They're bringing it home.
You're in the way.
Story of my life. I didn't know you wanted to put it there.
Whatever you want.
They're getting there.
Oh.
Lift up higher.
Yep. Hey, we did it! Yay!
Only 2 people lost their lives.
There you go.
I thought it was gonna be.
It looks heavier than it is, apparently.
It's actually not that terrible.
Well, it is for James. He's quite rugged. He's quite rugged. All right, what's next?
I did it.
You did it. We're proud of you, and you get a cookie. James gets a cookie. Damn, this room's getting empty fast. All right. Do we want to put a thing of empty shelves in there?
Yes.
All right. Pick whichever ones you like.
Would one with the back be better?
Whatever makes you happy.
What's more horrible for them?
Doesn't matter. They're all about the same.
Maybe do the one over by the door. Less distance.
Well, it's all got to leave this room, so.
Yeah,
Alright, sorry. It's not bolted down there.
I know. It's not
Fairly
right.
certain. Oh, it is bolted and one next to it, so.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It is.
Yeah, but you could just move them all together.
Take a toss.
No, you can't, because it won't fit through the door.
Yeah.
Go in the corner.
And what next is this?
Is it anchored to the wall, perhaps? Yep, it is.
It might just be, it's really wedged against that. It might just be
Here, let me.
stuck.
No, you're anchored to the wall, right there.
How about the one with the back?
Well, they're bolted together. This one is not anchored.
Why would one of them?
And where are we moving it to?
The other room.
I'm trying to think.
Holy crap. This is gonna be a problem.
It's like watching monkeys with a coconut.
That way, and you get that in, I'll get this in.
Which one?
That's.
Yeah, like I said, I'm so stuff.
Hey, Aaron,
Yeah.
come here a minute.
We have to teach you guys how to move shelves.
Yep.
Grab. And pull. So it is. Yeah, it's just gonna fall. It happens. Try not to dig around too much. Otherwise we'll lose everything on it. Slow it down a bit. It's best if you get your end ready first. So avoid scratch and hell out of the floor. Where's it going?
Try right here against the wall.
Alright.
Hold on.
Then we're gonna wanna. Yeah, we can't.
No?
Alright, come forward just a little bit. Alright, there, yeah, that's good.
Remember, new tile, we can't scratch it.
Grab like that.
Jump lights.
Just look at.
Do you want to see it now?
Yeah. Alright.
There's a door against the wall.
How am I gonna get out?
We'll figure that out when we get to it.
Just slip out. I did this not scratching hard before.
Hand this to him. We got enough room there to fit?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Aaron, pop until, just don't worry about it. Pop and tilt your back in. You good?
No, I can't. Hold it.
Walking in. Where you want to be? Alright, here. Okay, you ready to push?
And
Go! Push!
we
clear?
more if
Here,
we
watch out.
can.
Okay. Yeah, but that way I scratch the floor. It's my fault. Okay.
You're fired.
Again. I should be so lucky.
You guys pick up that piece that fell out?
It's right here. Oh, and this.
No idea what that is.
So painting.
Das ist scheiße.
Oh, come on.
What? God. Oh! You're totally fired. You know how these go?
Well, I'm looking to see which one it is.
They go like this. They go in, and they sit.
I'm trying to make it even.
Even is good. Yep, that's the hole. Problem is it's upside down.
Yeah.
Didn't I like just show you? There's like video of me showing you how to do that right, and you still did it wrong.
Damn it.
You still did it wrong. Twice. Oh! Oh.
Bastard. What the heck is this deal?
There you go. I got that for a second. That looked like I knew what we were doing. Can't have that. I'll edit that out. Don't worry.
So what's moving next?
Anything in the room. Start with little stuff on shelves.
Yeah, and all this stuff here can go. I'm gonna just try and take these apart. There it is. Held on.
Any of the little boxes on the shelf.
Unless I get a ride home from somebody, but.
Alright, that one should be loose. Ashley.
Oh, she did?
I did. I took it.
Good at that. Anyways, EVE Online created this giant multiplayer where you could create your own job. So somebody decided to create his own bank. And he was a virtual banker on EVE Online. Then he took everybody's virtual currency, sold it for real money, closed his account. That is why I will never trust Bitcoins. It's the same concept. Trust your banker, and right now there's no trustworthy banker on Bitcoins.
What's in that container?
Water.
Just water.
Water and maybe a drop of soap that's been re-diluted 4
Totally
times.
cool. I worry about residue, man.
Oh, I understand, and that's why when I refilled it, it was just water, and the time before that it had been just water, so
Totally cool.
there's maybe a drop
I believe in you.
of soap.
So it's like the homeopathic soap at this
I was
point.
just.
I don't know if I need to go that far.
If that's gonna be careful, it's gonna be really strong soap.
Yeah, it's super powerful.
Hey, just so you know, the law may say that there will not be any child cruelty charges brought against you if you refuse to take your child, instead want to pray away the disease. It doesn't mean they won't charge you for murder. They did successfully, by the way.
Finally.
In what state? It was Ohio or Wisconsin. I can't remember which.
Okay,
I'm
if
gonna
they do it
look
in
it up.
Texas or Utah, let me know. As long as it's federal, was it federal charges?
No, it was state.
It was state charges.
They brought her, basically it was a child that was sick that autopsy revealed it was like child diabetes. And the parents refused medical treatment, and I don't remember if they saw a specialist or they were recommended to it, but long story short, the state stepped in and filed manslaughter charges.
So what's the deal on state laws versus federal laws, Patrick?
Well, that depends. It's a very complicated question. What type of law are we referring to?
All of them.
We're talking about the general ability of the state to trump federal laws.
Actually, it's usually the opposite.
Told you.
Federal trumps state, with exceptions, because the powers of the federal government are significantly limited. So if the federal government goes into areas they're not supposed to, then technically the state trumps via the Constitution, but otherwise, under the supremacy clause, the federal government always trumps.
Okay, so break that down, but don't stop wiping while you talk.
Basically, if it is an area where the federal government is permitted, which there's raging debates as to whether the federal government should ever be permitted because of, scope creep and giving themselves more powers than the original framers intended, thanks to the Powers Clause and all that other stuff. No, Powers Clause doesn't really come into play too much because usually the federal government has to have power through like the Commerce Clause or something else in order to be able to have any control over a subject.
So what's the Powers Clause?
Torpid, you typed in, or chimed in, go ahead.
Typed in.
Well, the enumerated powers of the federal government, Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution. That basically says what the government can do. It does not give them any more rights beyond that. Now, there's been many cases since then that...
You can talk, but you got to talk and paint at the same time. Physical work holds the floor. That's the rule.
I yield the floor. Talking and working is another thing, because now I'm going to look like an ass on the internet. So,
Welcome to the Geek group. I do that for a living.
Also be prepared for the 300 people to tell you you're wrong.
yep, exactly. And then I'm a racist and all these other things.
The reality is the Powers Clause usually doesn't come into play when it comes into federal government because they say, well, we're not getting the power to do this from the Powers Clause, we're getting the power to do this from one of the other...
Dude, the Boston bomber, the one who's still alive, he's being charged under the Commerce Clause because the pressure cooker was made out of state.
Yeah.
In order to kill him, because Massachusetts doesn't have a death penalty.
Yes, I understand. And
that's the type of erosion I was getting to. But
I agree that it's... But
yes, I would like to kill him anyway, but the principle remains.
Death is a release.
Michigan, first state to abolish the death penalty.
Yes.
Also one of the first states to enact what is considered the modern criminal sexual conduct laws. Michigan was the model of it for across the nation.
Oh, that was a
the
good
model
idea.
before or after they reformed it and actually fixed all the Romeo and Juliet stuff.
As in how it's enumerated into CSC 1, 2, 3,
Oh, I see. That model.
Yeah, they still need to fix that because you end up in the sex offenders list if you piss on a dumpster.
Yep. That's a completely different situation, but I agree. That's not what they contributed to. That's what people got uptight about and contributed to. Anyways.
You should just go find a straight way through there.
I got one in my pocket.
Guys, you can paint right over the damn things. It's okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
I'll do it. I gotta do it.
Nothing ever bad happens when you do that. Of course not. Not that good.
So you guys ought to see the electronics lab.
We're painting the whiteness. We should.
It's pretty impressive down there. Don't worry, you'll get to see it next week.
They were painting under.
Monday, Tuesday, we're painting the room. Wednesday, Thursday, we're scraping the floor. Friday, we're doing tile. Saturday, we're doing trim and finishing.
It's going to be a busy week.
It's going to be a busy week, but that's how we build an electronics lab in a week.
Oh, this week is electronics.
Yep.
Cool. Next week, you mean?
Yeah, next week is electronics. That'll be the primary focus. Secondary focus will be this room. I would like to get this room done next week as well, but electronics is the priority. After electronics, it'll be finishing out this room.
What's that little room called where the air compressor is located?
Where the air compressor? Where? Over there by the MDH?
Yeah,
Show control. Show control.
Show control?
Yep. It's where all the front of house stuff will go.
I'm literally working really
Front of house. The amplifiers, the audio controls, all that. For when we do big shows.
Big show. Seriously, man. Paint it, don't spray it.
Sorry.
Could you?
Am I in your way? Am I bothering you?
Yes, you are.
I just wanted to be in tight for that sexy, sexy close-up.
Ah!
He's threatening me! Threatening me! You make fun of me, my mom will beat you up.
I'm sure she will. And anytime you get into states' rights, you end up being branded as a racist. Is typically how the conversation is going. At least in my debates I've had. So.
How would you get into being a called a racist for state rights?
Well, state rights, well, we fought a whole civil war about that.
Oh, and what about
Didn't we just repeal the whole Voter Rights Act?
only portions of it. And
Okay.
the reason they did is because they in essence told.
I don't know, if you read the newspapers, apparently like black people can't vote anymore.
Well, not in Ohio, but that's
Oh, well.
because they vote Democratic and the Republican governor can't have that.
On YouTube too. God damn it. I don't know how many more lists I'm going to be added to after today.
Yeah, well, this is when we find out that the 1,000 people that watch my blog every day all work for the NSA.
Wouldn't surprise me. Really wouldn't surprise me.
The NSA actually publicly said that they would not oppose any public demonstrations.
No, they call their buddies at the FBI to do that.
They call that easy picking.
No, they don't oppose any public demonstrations. They want all the activists out there so they can take their picture and identify them and know who to keep a better eye on.
COINTELPRO, look it up, Google it.
What?
COINTELPRO, Google it, see what happened back in the civil rights era.
Oh yeah, they were tapping out a bunch of other.
I think it's funny, like you say, the civil rights era, like that ended.
Okay, well, yeah, no. Okay, the 60s.
Oh, okay.
The 60s.
I think that was the acid era.
Yes, that too.
All the people that says question authority. Do you see that little cartoon where they said question authority?
You can paint that.
Now they question.
Paint it! Paint it! No, not that, the thing above it.
That's a line from Timothy.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah.
All the way up, all the way up.
Now question anybody that questions authority.
That's what I ought to put on a sign next week. Ask questions, demand evidence, think critically.
Every time I come up with something to put on a sign, I realize we can't do it because somebody would yell at us.
Had it occurred to you that maybe I want to put things on the sign that do make people yell at us?
Well, in that case, I'll start telling you my ideas.
Okay, because the people that are going to yell at us for that are people whose opinions don't really matter anyway.
So
Oh, you're thinking bad things right now.
No, I'm thinking there's a couple of nice quotes out there, for example, and I have to paraphrase it because I have it written down elsewhere, but I can't. Anyways,
I like what you got out there right now.
people should not be upset if they choose to ignore their rights and the government does the same.
Ooh.
And it's somewhat along those lines. There's a few other ones that are along those lines. One in particular I have on Facebook that is actually quoted directly from Map v. Ohio, I believe it is. Because those are the really fun ones when you can find a case law where a judge says, no. In fact, my property professor referred to that as the judicial spanking machine. Because every so often you do something and the judge says no, so...
I can cite the ultimate precedent for that. Job 38. Ultimate precedent for the, effectively judicial spanking machine. Job 38.
I don't know Job 38, so please, by
It's
all means.
God's bitch smack.
You don't have a Bible on you? I thought everybody had a Bible.
You're an American! You gotta have a Bible and a gun on your person at all times!
Did you guys know God has a
Well,
Facebook
at least I
page?
got one out of the two.
God has a Facebook page.
Yeah, I liked him the other day.
You liked God?
There's like 5 different God Facebook pages, usually propagated by atheists.
Yes! Okay, now that's entertainment. I gotta check this
There
out.
was one that was going around Facebook was in the response to Doma, somebody posted that Jesus was crying. And so this person who has God in their name in Facebook said, those were tears of joy, you idiot.
No, that was the Jesus Twitter.
Discussion, this is
Oh, that was the
IRC tonight.
Alright, look at the demographics of the Geek group. I
understand that.
have a sneaky suspicion there's going to be a higher probability that people are atheist or agnostic compared to
You're wrong.
Jesuit.
Half the
You are
channel is
wrong.
going to be kickbanned by the end of the night.
I have actually done extensive searching into the general demographic of the Geek group, and it's about 50-50.
Oh, that actually sounds...
The fact that we'd be 50% atheists is pretty impressive.
Well, okay. That makes sense.
I don't know, atheism's a religion anyways. What is
It's
it?
not a religion, it never was a religion.
There are a lot of various types of Christians.
If you really want to have fun, here's the situation. Religion in its purest form is a set of beliefs. Atheism is a choice of belief. You choose to believe something doesn't exist. Either way, that is your belief. So in a very watered down...
Atheism is the exact same thing as Christianity, with just one less God.
The point is, it's a structured set of beliefs. Now, again, your beliefs are different, but...
Based on bullshit, though.
Depends on who you ask. Many people say atheism is based on bullshit, just as many people say Christianity is based on bullshit. It's a no-win situation. I'm going to hate this video.
I can't wait to see the comments from today's vlog. This is going to be the best ever.
I'm just going to show up and work now. What I'm going to do.
I'm just going to go research some high voltage and
Based on
figure out what time he
ancient
does it.
savage bullshit.
So think about it really hard. What's another thing you can talk about to piss off the internet?
I just think it's really cool that this discussion is happening without any yelling in a room that I know for a fact contains at least one serious Christian, one serious atheist, and a Buddhist. Everybody else I don't know for sure, but
We have
yeah.
not gone to the point of logical fallacies yet, I don't
And nobody's used Hitler yet either, so
yes, God wins wall, God wins law. Yes.
If you want to,
Am I in your way again?
Damn straight!
Really? God.
if you want to start talking about Hitler, we could. I could go for that.
And she can do it in German too, so.
Moose, one paragraph. What are your entire thoughts on Hitler and arguments in German?
If you would prefer a different language, one that less people speak, go for it.
Bonus points if you can do it in Urdu.
I live by one very solid rule.
What?
Don't say anything I don't want repeated on the internet.
Moose, you talk in the blog all the time.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
How far did you get over here on cleaning?
I did up to my head.
You want that ladder now, don't you, bitch? Huh? See, I had that all set up for you. I moved it right into position because I'm a helper. I'm here to help.
You're a great helper, Chris.
I am a great helper. I am love and sunshine.
You're standing on the court.
Really?
Great helper.
Great helper. Sometimes a bit of a pain in the ass.
Plugging away at everything I can
Sometimes.
preach. It doesn't matter what tool I'm using, just whatever I can preach.
So yes, IRC, yes, Internet, these are the deep philosophical conversations you too can have. Just go to thegeekgroup.org. You can sign up to be a web member for free, or you can show up and volunteer. We take good workers.
Tell them how to get in the IRC so they can talk to you tonight live and tell you the many ways in which you're wrong, you suck, and you're a godless heathen that is leading everybody to hell.
Well, who you want to reach is Captain Boden. He is at thegeekgroup.org/live. You have a nice little web client that will attach you to Justin TV or whoever we might use in the future, because God knows how long this video will be on the internet. And there's also a nice little web client, which is the IRC, the Instant Response Crew, the Internet Relay Chat, where you can just click, log in, throw in your screen name, and you can chat live with us.
Now, do you use the web client or do you use a real client?
I generally use the web client because if I'm in the IRC, it's usually because I'm watching the live stream at the same time, and it's just easier for me. But once in a long while, I will have a dedicated client.
This taper gets painted too, huh?
Yep.
So again, Captain Boden. That's who you want to yell at. Captain Boden.
It might be worth noting that you can't talk about any of the things you've spoken about today in the IRC document.
Yes, as a rule, we don't do guns, God, or government.
No,
There are exceptions from time to time, but as a rule, guns, God, and government.
again, too many syllables.
Government!
Thank you.
Government, go take my guns!
You keep correcting me on it.
Government!
Lock your door.
You have no idea how many times the rule has been violated since I've hung out regularly in the chat room.
It happens from time to time, and when it's done, it's usually done under very strict moderation, like they're
Yeah, usually Kidwell's around talking
Yeah.
about guns, so I like Kidwell.
And-
I like you.
Which, by the way, what was that picture he posted of we need a box?
Oh, he made a widget. It's a controller for my fridge.
For your fridge?
My fridge sucks. My fridge has a knob for the thermostat that goes from like, 0 to 9.
Okay.
And from 0 to 8.9, it does nothing.
So you can't crank
And
it
the
to
last tenth of 1 degree is everything from room temperature to block of ice. So I was like, hey Paul, we can fix this. We can do this. And yeah, so he took an Arduino and a thermal sensor and a display and made a little fridge controller.
Okay, so that little 10th minute allows you to go from 10 to 11.
Yeah. So, well, what this will do...
anyone who knows that reference.
I'm not old enough to know that reference.
Did we go too high on the wall? Yes, I'm sure you haven't seen that video 100 times. How many drummers did they go through?
I've never seen that video ever. Ever.
Let's pay for this.
Yeah. Well, it goes to 11.
We forgot how high to paint.
Huh?
We forgot how high to paint.
You lost the line.
We were just
We
painting.
didn't have a line in here.
All right. Well, no, you can see the line.
We're gonna measure.
You can see the line.
Okay, I guess you can see the line.
You see the line. It's where it goes from paint to schmutz.
Yeah.
There's just under the line where it goes from paint to schmutz, you'll see a solid straight line that's nice and sharp.
From the drop ceiling.
That's from the drop ceiling, and the drop ceiling is the line. So there you go. Was du hast?
Do you want one?
Du hast Star Crunch. No, I had Swiss cake rolls. You can only eat so many little Debbie things in a day.
Unless you're...
I'm eating like 8.
Shut up, fat kid! I'm gonna be pretty!
Another fun
You are pretty, Chris.
I'm a pretty man! They left you alone because nobody likes you. What are you doing? You're doing edging?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Are you all the way around yet? Or close? Okay. Look at the schmutz on the floor. Watch where you step. There's paint everywhere. This is why we do the walls and then the floor. We learned.
I'd say go for it. And so far we have not gotten that far.
Oh, we've also jumped topics like
Oh God, yes, it's like talking with me is like schizo.
Also,
You can use a logical
in
balance and still be
general,
right.
we all have fairly similar opinions.
Arguing it.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the anarchy type thing, but whatever.
I said fairly similar. It's not like there's two...
Can I see your brush a minute? I'll give it back. I promise not to paint your neck again.
Pin?
Thank you. Do you have a cup or something?
No, I've been walking over
Okay.
to the tray.
Do you have clean hands? Show me your hands. Okay, here.
I'd like to point out that's the only paint on me right now.
What paint?
On my fingertips.
Watch out for paper towel being stuck on the.
Oh, here, this is yours. Thank you. I feel better now.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll just leave that there for Patrick.
I'm glad that I caught you doing that so that nobody thinks I did it.
Okay.
Are you two anarchists too?
Huh? I'm not an anarchist. I'm all for structure. I'm autistic. I can't be an anarchist.
Oh, for as much as you like structure, one of your favorite things in the universe is introducing entropy.
I don't introduce entropy. The second law of thermodynamics introduces entropy. I'm just an agent of change. I'm an agent of change. Chaos.
You're like Russia. Ooh, hi.
You're making friends.
I need to reload my roller.
We don't have enough trays that everybody can have a damn tray. There's
You
two
told
trays.
us to use one bucket.
We
so
had
we're using
more
one
than
tray.
2 trays.
Okay. How many buckets have we gone through so far?
Are we still in our first one?
I say yeah. First bucket.
See, that's excellent.
This shit spreads good.
Well, I think
This is good
everyone's
paint.
using her own bucket.
And it's already primed or whatever.
Yep.
Because Rust-Oleum is awesome.
Where'd Patrick go?
He
Too much for him.
disappears and appears like.
He pees a lot.
He's looking shit up on the internet.
Just saying that nobody died.
That's awesome. I love
A 777 crashed and nobody died.
Yeah,
It crashed into a cardboard box factory.
he crash landed.
Okay.
Bye Boeing. Bye Boeing. Bye bye bye.
Tail fell off, plane flipped over. Some people are burned fairly bad, but it says nobody died.
Cool.
Yeah, anyway, burns can typically result in death in a few days, but
They got that new shit they can spray on you.
still, if it's
That
not
makes your
all
skin
pulling
not
out,
scar.
pulling out everybody dead, that's a good sign.
They're doing it for that.
Yeah. Yeah, slackers, you got crap on the shelf still. Because when we're chopping, there's crap on it there.
I assume we'll be repositioning shelves and all that one.
Yeah, the shelves are going to be in different positions. There probably won't be nearly as many shelves in here with the new setup. No. No, put that in Chem Lab.
Somebody's
Do
back.
you eat vanilla? And I will try to remember that.
Hi, Amy!
Nice.
You ready to rock?
I don't know.
You have a mission. See that line? Continue that line all the way across, just the top.
Would you like a star crunch, Amy?
It's not, there's a blob there.
There, Moose did it. See, that's what happens when you let Moose paint.
I didn't do that.
She doesn't know much about painting.
What do you got?
Good.
Oh, I don't want to eat your last Star Crunch.
No. I've already
He's
eaten
had
like 5
He's
of
had
them
like
today.
6 of them. He's wasting away.
I've had
See,
two.
you show up here. See, that's why you want to volunteer here. You show up here,
Candy.
you get munchies.
Sometimes mine is bacon.
Well, it's better than the peanuts you were paying us with.
I like peanuts.
Well, it's almost done.
I'm gonna be on a budget.
No, dear. We still have to do everything else.
Oh.
But you guys are mostly done with general areas.
Also, this room desperately needs a second coat. The texture on this wall is not lending itself to one coat.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen today. So we'll just get the main first coat in. We'll do second coat Monday.
Well,
But let's get anybody who's not on primary areas, head over this way. We'll start on primary areas back here because we still got to paint all this room. Okay, that's just boom. We gotta paint this wall.
Clean.
We gotta do this. We gotta do this.
This room needs to be clean.
It needs to be wiped down.
Oh.
And especially, we put tape along the top edge of the tile.
What's this room gonna be?
Probably a little storage room or something.
Can I park my tools in there?
You can park your
That way I
tools
can
in.
roll them out to the CNC
You
machine.
can totally do that.
Okay.
Absolutely cool with that. So yeah, start rocking. We're kicking ass. It's awesome. It looks so much better. Just already, it's not even
You
near
think
done
so?
yet. Oh yeah, I definitely like it.
I'm
And
torn.
we're gonna have a blue stripe here, maybe a blue stripe here and a blue stripe here. Just stripes. But that'll happen after all the gray goes
Blue
in.
stripe here and orange stripe here.
I'm okay with that, but it's gotta be the right orange.
I cleaned this wall. Oh dear, there's still brown on the wall.
We have to do white above that stuff.
He did.
Oh, okay.
I squirted it down with the water and wiped
No,
it.
not white down, the white paint.
Oh, well then you're gonna.
Because we still have white ceilings we have to do in areas.
Yeah, we do. Just be careful. If we get a little bit on the wall, then we can paint over it later, but this is 99.9%.
You know what? I think the wall might still be wet.
Yeah?
I tried it off. That's
Yeah, if it's looking like that, that's residue.
Okay. It didn't have any soap in it. It's just
No, just water residue. It's water-based paint.
Yeah, wipe it off.
Water-based paint. Universal solving, yo!
solvent. Solvent? Oh, no, it's a rag. Oh, there it is.
All right, I'm gonna go check on the team downstairs. I can go this way. I can go through the secret tunnel.
You mean computers?
Yeah, secret tunnel. Through the computer lab. The lights are off though, it's dark. I'm scared. I want my mom. Guys, this ain't funny anymore. Guys, turn on the lights. Guys. Look at this room. Classroom 2. Packed. Okay, you guys inventory everything there. Okay, just inventory everything in the room. And we'll have the data for our insurance records. Yeah. We're so almost done. All right, these shelves, come here a second.
Whoever sees metal shelves in the tree shot.
I think it's Batman, actually. All right, come here. This can go. This could probably go well in archives, actually. Yeah, grab a buddy and put that over by archives. You know where archives is, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm
Okay.
just exhausted.
Yeah, well, we're done now, so it's okay. You can do it. James, give him a hand. He's exhausted and delicate. He needs a rugged man to lead him to glory. This is James, purveyor of orgasm and revolution. Guys, that's a piece of shit. Break it apart, throw it away. I want you to save one thing.
Shelves.
Nope.
Hang the shelves up.
See those?
Yeah.
Save them. Everything else, shit can it. That can get smashed down and go out in the trash, and just the trash can in the MDH. Just the faces he makes as he does this is awesome. It's alright, ladies, he's single. Hey guys, there's more of those down there. See, this is why we don't use residential grade shit in a commercial environment. It just doesn't last.
Try and get by them,
Oh,
guys.
just kick him. Just kick him in the butt. All right, guys, 24 hours. There's classroom 2, completely just packed full, right there. Okay, so turn the lights out in there. Go over here. Here's the electronics lab. Switch is on this side. And it's empty. So the next step down here, Monday, we paint. We may or may not take out this wall. I don't know. It's not a bearing wall or anything, it's just there, but I can't take it out until I get approval. But you can see it doesn't touch. But it could be kind of cool to take this wall out. We'll see. It might come out on Monday. So we got all that done. Go this way. See, if you really pay attention to today's video, you're going to learn all the different ways that you can get from upstairs to downstairs. There are at least 4. You don't know all of them, but you think you do. But you don't. There's a secret 4th way. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 ways, actually. I don't know what that is, but it stinks. It stinks bad. Amy!
Yeah.
What stinks?
Garbage?
No, something stinks.
Paint?
No, it stinks different. It smells bad. It's not garbage. It smells like cheese. So how's it going? Maybe it's you.
No.
Amy, it smells like cheese.
I don't smell like cheese.
Amy smells like cheese.
I've been working since 7:30 this morning, but not all here.
Okay. No, you got here late, but it's fair because you're working later than everybody else down there. So, So here, I'll show you guys what we got done today. Now, all the gray paint started today, so I'll show you what we did so far. All right, there's your entrance in. That's all done. All the nice line. You go through there. Look at that. Okay, now we didn't paint this area because there's a ton of stuff back here, but this will get painted like Monday. Okay. All this is done. All this is done. The little room's done. I did this. I painted that. I've been painting some stuff. See, you never get to see me work. There's never a camera when I'm doing stuff. But look at all that. It's so nice. See, by doing that, by adding a color change, it brings the room into focus. It makes the room look more accurate to how big it is, because if we just paint the whole thing white, it looks a lot smaller than it actually is. If you put in a checkerboard floor, it looks bigger than it actually is. So we're going to have the gray walls with the white up there, and then there will be like a blue stripe for artistic purposes. You can go down lower than that.
Okay. I was just fixing everyone else's.
I go down to about an inch off the floor. I usually go down to, like, I put the frame on the floor and
I do it this way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then you're doing it wrong, obviously.
No, I'm not going to put the frame on the floor because there's paint on the frame.
So we're going to chisel the floor off.
Here.
We're going to chisel the floor off.
I do that.
You don't know you're a girl, what do you know? Yeah. You smell like cheese. Amy smells like cheese.
It's probably you. That's why that smells
The
following.
whole world's looking at your butt right now. They're looking at your butt and you smell like cheese.
Darn it.
Alright. I'm gonna go edit this and do the show. Do that thing I do. Be famous.
I learned how to run a machine shop.
Set up an enterprise level server.
Program 9-foot robots.
Make lightning!
Edit video.
I'm building a radio station.
Light bulb terrarium.
A high-performance electric car.
I'm a CNC geek.
Computer geek!
Robot geek.
Physics geek!
AV geek.
I'm a radio geek.
Craft geek.
Car buff.
No matter what kind of geek you are, we've got a place for you here at the Geek Group. Come join us. We build awesome.